Now we have the next guest in the studio this morning. He goes by the name ISMAILA BABTUNDE. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's my name.
Yes. Now he's a marathon cyclist from Abuja to Lagos. Now let me tell you something.
Wow.
I usually read all these things online, especially when we had the former president of Nigeria, Buhari, Muhammad Buhari. We had people cycling, running, walking from Lagos to Abuja, from Katsina and all those. I've always read through, but I've never ever seen one before. Now today we have the pleasure of bringing to you someone who has done that. And before he came on the show, I and Queen were asking him why he didn't call the Guinness World Record people to at least confer something on him, because it's not easy to ride your bike, not keke, not okada, bicycle from Abuja to Lagos. That's a big thing. There's this bridge at Ikeja along, one very long. I don't know who built that bridge, but the person is very wicked. So if I have to cross that bridge, going every day and coming back, I know the kind of work I put in. But this man used his legs. That's a big thing. Please introduce yourself properly to us.
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Yeah.
My name is ISMAILA BABTUNDE. So I am the founder of Climate Riders Nigeria.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's a campaign strategically positioned for advocacy about the issues of climate change, because we have been badly affected by this climate change. In fact, many people don't even know that they are being affected by the issue of this climate change. Like, for example, by my personal experience, I went into farming, into poultry farming, and at a point I lost my birds due to flooding, that just this non-stop rain that happened, and it flooded into my farmyard and soaked my beds. I only have some few survival of it. So after like 3 years, it was then I realized that it was as a result of this climate change, this distorting weather condition, that actually resulted into some of these things. So a lot of Nigerians are going through a lot regarding these climate issues, and there is not enough awareness and advocacy regarding this climate change. And those who are more informed about it, they are more on the, let me say, in a comfortable environment. They are not really going out to the local communities that are really badly affected. So that is why I just see that, no, we just have to do something. We have to raise this public awareness. So that is what informed the cycling from Abuja. And my focus is, I cycled from Abuja, Kogi, Ondo, Ekiti, Osun, Oyo, Ogun, and finally I'm here in Lagos State.
Lagos, okay.
Wow.
All right, please. When you started this from Lagos, from Abuja to Lagos, did you relax, or it was just like a straight thing?
No, it's not a straight thing, because I'm having sensitization. I'm doing some climate education to local communities, and I'm also engaging some local government and some state government as I cycle. Now I sensitize communities. I go to some villages where I already established some contacts to have conversation with the farmers and with some youth in that community, and I try to bring them up to speed about that there is something they called climate change, and Nigeria is at the tipping point of a climate catastrophe. And today, you guys will attest that there is food price increase in the market. But if care is not taken, if we do not take a collective action to mitigate it, with your money, you won't even see the food to buy. That is where Nigeria is, and even Africa, because it's a global thing. But there's vulnerability of Nigerians, and Africa is very high. So that is why we need to do this. We need to take this pain upon ourselves to see how we can contribute our own quota to the development of
So how long did it take you?
So far it took me 23 days to get to Lagos from Abuja. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So if I'm to cycle straight from Abuja to Lagos, it's going to take me probably like 12 days.
Are you serious?
Yes. But because I have to make a stop, go into some villages of about 3, 4, 5 kilometers to the road, going there, coming back and take my direction, because I make sure I go through all the state capital in the southwest. So that is why it took this long. And at a point, I had this breakdown in Akure.
Okay.
So I need to take extra 2 days to relax, because all my body was vibrating and I was
Obviously.
really shaky. So I took that 2 days break, and I speak to my personal medical practitioner on phone. He told me what to do, and I recovered quickly, and I continue my cycling tour.
Yes, I must commend you. You're a strong man. I'm sure when you started this journey, you did not have not one single white hair on your head, but now I can count at least 600. That shows that you really did enough on this journey. Now, please tell us. I know sometimes the road can be what the road is. It can be unsafe. You have bandits. You have from the road coming from Abuja to Lagos. Please do tell us of the challenges you faced, because it wasn't easy. Of course, when driving a bicycle, you do know that those tires can be punctured, and when you drive for that long, over time, it causes wear and tear, and then you might have to replace all that. Please tell I and Queen how you survived all the time, and the challenges you faced coming to Lagos.
I faced quite a number of challenges, but before I took off in Abuja, I told one of my elder brother that okay, initially I told my family I would be going to Lagos, but I didn't tell them that I would do, because I know they are going to put a stop to it. So I only told one of my very good brother. I said, please just keep it secret. So when I told him, he said, no, I can't allow you to go alone. So let me release my vehicle for you. He released some certain amount of money. He said I should get my other team if they can join me. So that is how I got a vehicle following me behind. With my mobile phone camera hanged on the windscreen, because I try to do live streaming where there is network.
Wow.
So, but we now have network issues along the line, because
Obviously.
we wanted to live stream all through, but there are some areas there is no network. So my tire got punctured. Like I took about 4 brand new tubes. I bought 2 new tires, which I've changed them, and I've even exhausted all the 4 tubes. But
wow.
I still replace those 4 new tubes with the 2 existing, making 6. So, but I still had to patch the 6 of them actually.
Wow.
So before I finally got to Lagos. So that is part of the challenges, network issues. And before I took off, I also sent letters to all the state governors that I'll be cycling through. There are some local governments that I could not reach out to. So, and there are some state government too that after getting there, they told me my letter was not received. So, which it's also part of a bottleneck, which I also need to navigate my way through. So, that is part of the challenge. And I also went with some drugs from Abuja.
What kind of drugs?
Yes, like the ibuprofen,
for
the
pain
reliever, and ointment. I use in massaging my legs, because even right now I have, from here to this point, it's still doing me something. So I used to apply that. So just to make sure that, because the thing is, somebody just have to speak up. We need to speak out. And it's also a representation that Nigerians are really going through a lot. It's not just about the climate change. There is hunger. There is poverty. People are losing their livelihood. So we can't just sit and fold our hand. We need to get the government attention. We need to sensitize the community. We need to create the public awareness. The things that we do that are fueling these issues of climate crisis. What are the issues? Part of it is illegal cutting of trees, bush burning. We cut down trees to do charcoal as our source of energy and all of it. So all these things put together, and it will also interest you to know that now there is will I say regional or national migration within Nigeria, and these migrations are fueling insecurity. Now there is the migration of the herders from the north that are coming to the south, because in the north now they are now experiencing drought, desertification, so their animals could not feed on the grasses because they are no more fertile and they are very short. Now they are now coming to the south. So, and in the south now there is high rate of logging activities like cutting down of trees, and they have been even exporting some of our trees. So these are things that we need to sensitize the public. We need to educate the public and let them know the impact of what this thing will bring to us and how we can mitigate it. Part of it is we need to reduce our carbon emission. We need to reduce our gas flaring. That is what informed the cycling, that we can all achieve this if we have a collective commitment. That is why I'm demonstrating, and I'm also inspiring the hope of young Nigerians of my age bracket, mainly, that we can do this. It is achievable if we are all committed, if we put our mind to it. So it's a demonstration of ability that Nigerians and Nigerian youth, and in fact Africans, we want to compete on the global world. We want to compete on the global scale. If we have the right, if we have the enabling environment and we have some of the things in place, we'll be able to achieve it.
All right. So,
sorry, please. One more question before we wrap up. Okay. Yeah. You said before you embarked on the journey, you were able to send some letters to local governments and all that. Were you able to achieve your aim? Did you get a reply? You know, things like that.
Yeah, I only got to reply from 2 states, and which is Ekiti State and Kogi State. And Lagos State, I'm yet to even have an official engagement with them, but I'm still following up. So, but some states like Oyo and Ondo, no response at all. So,
don't worry, we hope they'll respond to you.
Now, on your trip, did you feel the love when you got to some local governments? Did people applaud you? Did they help you with food stuff? Did they make you feel relaxed and at home?
Yeah, I have a very beautiful and exciting experience with Ogun State.
Wow.
But aside this, average Nigerians cheer me up, and this is one source of inspiration that keeps me going. Wow. They cheer me up, and even though at some point, there are some points like in Ekiti, this is Aramoko area, I wanted to get lynched by some mobs because they said Nigerians don't scatter. Why will you put the flag? You understand? Yeah. But because I prepared some kind of emergency escape, so I quickly lynched to the car. The guy, because the way they were coming with like abuse, so I just quickly cycled. I grabbed the car, so it zoomed me a little there. I leave it, so there was a distance, so they could not catch up with me again. Wow. So that was how I was able to scale through that part. It was only in that Aramoko in Ekiti I know I really experienced, and because I followed through Okene to Ishwa, there is this point at Ibilo. I won't really say it's an attack or a chair because I can't really define it. But the way they were coming, the body language, I see that no, my instinct just tell me no, this may not be a good experience because your camera, because I still put one phone on my instinct just tell me that this thing, I think they want to come and attack you. So I just quickly do the same thing, and that was how I was.
Wow. Yes, we have been interviewing or speaking with ISMAILA Babatunde, the marathon cyclist from Abuja to Lagos, and trust me, it's been very engaging.